is. Everyone's seeing a bridge collapse. Everyone's seeing Diddy's house being raided. Listen.
We stand on the precipice of a monumental revelation. A moment that defines not only our understanding of history, but also the path forward for our great nation. In an extraordinary discovery hidden beneath centuries of lore and legend, we have opened what can only be described as the oldest vault known to mankind. What we found within its ancient confines challenges the very fabric of our beliefs and heralds a new dawn for our country. Within this vault, we discovered figures of biblical proportions, characters that many have read about, debated, and revered. These figures, preserved against the sands of time, reveal a truth that is as profound as it is transformative. They are all black. This revelation, this undeniable truth, stands before us not as a contradiction to our faith, but as a testament to the diversity and unity that faith embodies. As your president, I see this moment not as a challenge to our beliefs, but as an opportunity to embrace a wider, more inclusive understanding of our history.
Did Putin really just talk about black?
Okay. This is Chief Iron Bush speaking. First, Putin is employed by the crown, who is a Germanic bloodline who took over the British and England and all of that. That's number one. And Putin actually is employed by them. Okay? If you've done your research, you'll know that this man is a secret agent. As funny as that sounds, because of the movies we've been programmed by. And has been put in place by the crown. Secondly, they are all going off of a super quantum AI computer that is like a brain that is processing and putting a net through everything that we type into the net. So they know what the main subjects are that people are talking about. Okay? And so what they're doing right now, and shout out to all my dark-skinned brothers and sisters. He said black. Well, black is not a race. That's a color in a crayon box. Okay? So there's many shades and things. So there's dark and light. As far as colors being a race and this and that's ignorance. Now, he said this is the oldest vault known to man, or the oldest vault ever. That's impossible, because the Christ incarnated approximately about 2,000 years ago. We have vaults right here in North America that are way 10 times older than that. We're talking 12,000, 14,000. There's some places in the Mediterranean area that are up to 30,000 years old. So that's a lie. This is all a ploy, because they have their super brain monitoring everything that you think, because everything that you think you're sharing on the net. And this net is also a fisher of men, but it is the Antichrist. This is a fisher of men that wants to eat the man, okay? Eat off of the eternal light that is in man and trap you here in this, the best word to describe it, matrix, this fallen world, okay, that was designed by a God that is the God and the devil. He's designed every single thing. He's designed both sides, just like Democrat and Republican, and the third side, independent. So he's created, when I say he, I'm speaking of the God of this world, is God, the devil, and anything in between, angels, all of that. Okay? The only thing that does not have to do with the God of this world is the true Christ, not the religious Jesus. I'm talking about the true Christ. So all of this right here is really of no concern, because that's an avatar. That was one avatar that the Christ inhabited. Guess where the other avatar is right now? Sitting right where you're sitting right now. You are another avatar that the Christ has inhabited. It's just, are you going to walk the walk and do what he taught? He was a master teacher. He came to teach you how to be the Christ. Not come and do one thing and save everybody, and now you don't have to do anything. You just walk around and repeat a prayer at the altar of a pastor that is ignorant as well, that started a church 501c3 following the government doctrine. As long as he follows everything that is in line with them, then he don't have to pay taxes, and he can take all your money and give you a feel-good message, a little pep talk, motivational speech before you leave. That's what it's been about for the past couple, almost a millennia, maybe even a little longer, but about a millennia. So this right here is irrelevant, and it's a ploy to bring on the New World Order, and it's probably even showing a little bit of their hand concerning the Antichrist. They're basically letting you know that it's like a vote. It's a poll. When you think you're voting for the president, well, first of all, you can't cast a vote at a ballot, at a poll. You cast a ballot. That's a temperature reading. That's a gauge to see where the mindset of the people are, so they can put the right person, the right character for the theatrics in place. That's all that this voting is. The voting, you think you're voting at a poll? The polls are in. A poll is a poll. It's a questionnaire. They're taking a poll, a survey. It's not vote. You don't vote at a poll or put in a ballot. That's not the way votes work. Okay, so they've got you okey-doked on that. This is the same way. So they're showing their hand a little bit, letting you know that more than likely the Antichrist person, it's gonna, connected with the Internet of Things, basically running the Internet of Things, the Internet of Bodies that are connected through the pharmacia. The injections that are still coming. It's not over with. They're showing their hand. They're showing their hand a little bit right now, letting you know that, and this is also to bring all the nations together for their one world order. Because there's about to be some real events, organic events that terrorize this world, and there's about to be some inorganic events that are from technology that terrorize this world, and it's all so they can put this being in place, and so the phoenix can rise from the ashes, because they know the plasma apocalypse, also known as the changeover event or cleansing event, is upon us. It's within the next 20 years. Okay? So this is all Psyop for you to remain, and I'm not putting you down, but let's just call it what it is, to remain deaf, dumb, and blind, and ignorant, and just keep letting them do what they do. All right? So this what he opened up in the oldest vault and all that, I mean, it only takes a little common sense to know that's one lie. If that's one lie, then you can pretty much tally it up to most of it is a lie. The only real truth is that the being that you probably call Jesus in that area of the world at that time was more, it's safe to say he was at least of a we would call a light-skinned, quote, black person, or brown-skinned, quote, black person, or even dark-skinned, you know. But that's neither here nor there, because that's the avatar, that's the animal skins that was given by Yada Bayoth, or in the Sumerian tablets, Enki and Enlil and all them. But that's not the true God of this world, okay? So the Christ abides in you. He told you. He said when they tell you, look over here, here's the Christ, don't go.